What's up, guys? Okay, well, we're going to be in New York right now. This has nothing to do with law enforcement. This is more of a public service announcement. And Chris Cuomo is going to talk to I call him Dr. Patrick because I can't pronounce his last name. I know I'm not going to try to butcher it. But Dr. Patrick has been working on this treatment here since 2012. And the FDA has told him that there's not enough research on it to approve it. Now, being in the medical field, I know that from conception, as in, hey, I think this would be a good idea, through clinical trials, to FDA approval for a pill is 10 years. For a shot, it's 12 years. He's been working on this since 2012. 14 years. And this just shows you how much red tape between government, Big Pharma, and the FDA there is. Also, if Dr. Patrick cures this, let's just put it this way. The annual treatment spending in the United States for cancer is $200 billion year over year over year. If this turns out to be the home run that Dr. Patrick says it is, it will wipe out the healthcare industry. I'm just saying. And the FDA, not really feeling that. So let's see what they got to say about it. And let me know what you think about it in the comments. Also, I'd like to note, 82% of people that watch these videos are not subscribed to the channel. Click the button. It's free. Dr. Patrick, going to talk to Chris Cuomo in New York.
Dr. Pat says the drug works by activating what he calls natural killer cells that destroy cancer cells. So far, about 1,000 patients have participated in his trials, but the drug has only been FDA approved here to treat a specific kind of bladder cancer. And that's the problem. The doctor believes it will work for a lot of different cancers. Today, it was announced that the FDA in Saudi Arabia granted accelerated approval for Anktiva to be used in the treatment of not just bladder cancer, but lung cancer as well. It is the first approval of this drug for lung cancer anywhere in the world. So, why do we care? We're not in Saudi Arabia. Dr. Pat says, let me come on and explain, and he's here now. Dr. Pat, it's good to see you.
Good seeing you, Chris.
So why do you take this very seriously and believe it could have implications for us here at home?
Well, the why is really, I think there's now really significant proof, multiple trials, 10 years of work in which we've shown that this actually prolongs survival, whether it's breast cancer, lung cancer, and even pancreatic cancer, now glioblastoma. So this is a universal treatment, and that's the why. The how is because the National Cancer Institute predicted, I think as far back as 2012, that this molecule, IL-15, is the number one molecule on their list that could cure cancer. This is their work. We've now developed this drug. It's approved. And it's approved, as you said, just for this minuscule treatment of bladder cancer. So the why is we have now, since not only your show, not 10,000, now it's up to 13,000 requests. The Saudis said to me, we believe in this. They reviewed the data, and today they announced the approval for lung cancer.
And what will this mean? Does this mean that you'll be treating people in Saudi Arabia with lung cancer? Does it mean that you can go to Saudi Arabia and get this treatment for lung cancer? Because, yeah, as we discussed in the special, and you have said yourself many times, doctors can prescribe the drug off-label, but no one's going to...
Doctors can prescribe any drug off-label, which is why it's so frustrating for people that need drugs. But then the FDA will always step in and say, well, yeah, but not for that.
Pay for the treatment.
Yeah, so look, that's not, hopefully this could convince the current FDA that something invented in America should help Americans. However, you're right. Patients coming to our clinic, we apply to the FDA one patient at a time, and that's why it's just not possible. And sadly, now could fly to Saudi Arabia. Yeah, that's the practical reality of this.
So when you look at this, how do you balance the frustration? Because also, to remind you, Dr. Pat is a billionaire, so it's not like this is a get-rich-quick scheme. He is the owner of the LA Times, and he's part owner of the LA Lakers and a lot of other companies. So he has a lot of success. But you are fixated on this, and how do you balance the enthusiasm that this opens up possibility against the reality that the FDA doesn't seem to want to budge?
Well, thank you for saying that, right? Just the money spent to develop this drug over the last decade has been out of my pocket. We've not received any government support, and that was never the intention. The idea was to find a way to cure cancer. This has been a life dream, and we are very close now. So the frustration is, do you go through this, whatever regulatory block? And it turns out that the Saudi FDA had very sophisticated scientific insight. They reviewed thousands of pages. Very quickly, they concluded that the problem is your immune system. If we can actually fix and maintain your immune system, give you what they called immune competence, we changed the paradigm in cancer and said, we want this for our nation. We're not going to follow the FDA, we want to be first. And the FDA obviously has had multiple chances of a drug that's already approved by the FDA to be the first. But, I think on behalf of the Saudi nation, together with the Middle East, this is now approved first for lung cancer and bladder cancer, and they've offered that this will be approved for all other tumors as we proceed with this work now in Saudi Arabia.
Well, as I told you at the time, and I mean it, every step of the way, I'm with you. I believe in the potential, and I believe in the need for the discussion. Thank you for watching.
Yes. Also, from what I understand, it can be used as a preventative too. Saudi about to have a lot of tourists after this news, I'm thinking. We live in a world where cure is forbidden. The drug should be approved as soon as possible worldwide and should be given to patients as first choice before they try to destroy their immune system with the chemo. Exactly. A rich, intelligent man that wants to help everyday people with cancer is a godsend. Approve this medicine ASAP, please. Come on, FDA. Cancer patients don't have time. Please, for the love of God, approve Activa for all cancers. We have the right to try. Just give us access. Yes, remember Operation Warp Speed? And then they threatened you if you didn't get it? I'm just saying. Made this available to all now. God bless Dr. SOON-SHIONG. I don't know how to say that. Vaccine approved in 1 week. Cancer vaccine, 10 years testing, waiting, nothing, people dying. Evil FDA and Big Pharma. Yes. Thank you, Doctor. Now FDA needs to approve this immediately. I'm very thankful for this. Thank you. When illness is an industry, health becomes a conflict of interest. There's a lot of money in managing cancer, not so much in cure. Exactly. The money's in the medicine, not in the cure. My husband died of lung cancer in 2014. I thank God for this doctor. Big Pharma makes too much money covering up the symptoms. A patient cured is a patient lost. Exactly. Absolutely. There will be an uphill battle with the U.S. Pharma to replace poisonous chemo with this immunotherapy drug. At least we know we can go to the Middle East to get the treatment if we can finance it. Yep. Praying for all cancer patients. Absolutely. Anyway, that's where we're at with this one. Let me know what you think about it in the comments. Like, share, subscribe. Also, again, like 82% of people that watch these videos are not subscribed to the channel. Click the button. It's free. Let me know what you think about this one, and I'm out.